You mind me, do you hear? But I'd like him to come to see me anytime at all, tell him. But don't you do nothing right now. There's nothing you can do anyhow. But let him know he's still your brother.
Yeah.
That's just the below audio track.
Yeah, I'm just going to silence it. And then I can save it. What's this one called? Narrow? Narrow Rooms. Alright, I'll save the desktop for now.
It has a good teaser. Like you don't really know what's going on, you know.
Yeah.
And then it'll unfold and tell you. That's a good way.
Yeah.
Good way to do a story.
Yeah, and the thing about you get so swept up in the better, tryouts that, you'll spend so long. This is what we did originally when we were doing it the first year, that, you do all your entertainment and everything for a few minutes to entertain yourself even, and then you've spent so long that you don't get all your auditions ever finished, so I've learned to limit myself.
You gotta keep your eye on the goal.
Yeah. So we'll save
Then you gotta
one.
figure out how much time do I want to spend on editing. And
yeah. Next one.
doctors ought to have kind of a gruff, fatherly voice.
Why force him then? Something like
gruff,
that.
fatherly.
Why force him then?
Why force him then?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit of grit in it.
Yeah, Grant's got the subtlety, yeah. Alright, I'll leave that one open. Let's see that one as well. Next, we've got The Throne.
Is it sci-fi fantasy? Or is it historical fiction?
American urban street literature.
What is that? Ooh. Street.
Like, I guess, my brother got in with the wrong crowd type of thing, and now he's selling things that he shouldn't be selling on the streets, that type of drama, I assume, maybe.
I don't know.
Uh,
Accent, American, urban. Urban, okay, so that's city talk.
yeah, and I'm not sure what race they're supposed to be or anything.
Vocal
so.
style, storyteller. Yeah, that's good. Narrative style, in other words. So you build and then you
So this is about some people who have a drug empire. Ooh.
See, I told you. It's whenever it's a street type of thing, they're just talking about
drug empire.
Drug stuff.
Yeah. Audition script.
Wow. This is stuff I would have so much fun with.
Oh, I do.
Oh.
And you can too.
Oh, yeah, because female voices that can do some pretty good stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, we were eventually going to have Mom do some tryouts.
Yeah.
And yeah, she's pretty good too. She did some real good tryouts a few years ago. Alrighty. So we got a bunch of narration here.
Yeah, prologue. Felissa. Is that Felissa or Felisa? Oh, I don't know.
Felissa? I don't know. So usually I'll start somewhere in here. Alright. This one, I'll start here.
Revealing her best acting skills, because at the moment she didn't know who she could trust, and she damn sure wasn't going to let her guard down now. The nurse caught him quickly. She stepped around to the side of Felissa and leaned down. It's only 2 as far as I can tell. Maybe they'll just ask a few questions. She whispered, then paused. It's only 2, as far as I can tell. Maybe they'll just ask questions. She paused. I love listening to the old-fashioned radio drama.
Yeah, I do too, actually.
It is
Yeah.
so good. Sometimes the music is good, sometimes it's very corny, but sometimes it's really good.
Yeah.
Let me just,
Whatever, I'll just loosen a little bit.
Felissa was always coming up with her own favorite sayings and quotes, like her favorite woman, Maya Angelou, except hers were always related to something surrounding a bitch like herself. If you're scared, regardless of being man or woman, you got no business in the same game as me, because you'll only lose. Trust me, I know the Reaper personally. Her personal nurse finally entered the huge decorated and spacious room and stroked the side of Felissa's face with the back of her hand, then leaned down and kissed the side of her grotesque face. "The people are here again," she whispered in Felissa's ear. The gleam in her eyes was fearless. Felissa only allowed her left eye to open when the nurse said, "People." She knew that couldn't have been anyone but the feds. She shook her head slowly and finally struggled to get her words out. "Tell me what they want." Revealing her best acting skills, because at that moment she didn't know who she could trust, and she damn sure wasn't about to let her guard down now. Alright, there we go. Yeah, apparently...
That was good. That was
apparently she's got damage to her face, so it's all slurry. So.
Ooh, you're wondering what, now they're feather dusting to see.
Because all I got to go on for that was tell me woo they want, and I'm like, how extreme,
She's probably even faking the difficulty talking.
You're right. It says that she's acting, exactly.
So she's in a sanitarium. She's probably hiding out in a sanitarium.
Yeah.
If I can just predict where the story is going.
Oh, I'll bet.
Like witness protection. Act like you're real injured. I mean, you kind of look it, lady.
I will save this too. Let's see, auditions. Ooh.
One day, this kid was following me around in their store, imitating how I was walking.
Okay.
And so what I did was, he was like over the top. And so what I did was I did my best Phantom of the Opera imitation. So I went like this. And then I started drooling.
Oh, yeah.
My mouth's too dry right now, but I started really drooling. And the kid screamed because I scared him. He deserved it, Yeah. And then he runs over. I guess he was with his grandma. And his grandma says, "Shut up," and smacked him.
Oh, man.
I didn't expect that result, but it was very, very good. Oh, I called upon my acting skills. Hispanic people do not correct their children for antisocial behavior.
Yeah, not that I've seen too much. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was really bad. We went in and we started sharing a ward building with a Hispanic ward that had been there on their own for several years. And not only had they trashed the building, but they were in the habit of letting their kids run up and down the halls screaming. Didn't matter what else was going on in the building. Wow. Sacrament meeting, Tuesday night, Book of Mormon study during Relief Society, screaming so loud that when the bishop of the English ward was in his office in another wing, it was so loud he had to come out and just say, I can't hear in here. And, I don't know what that was. It was that ward, because the ward we share the building with now that's Hispanic, they don't do that at all.
Yeah.
I wonder if it was the inner city, because it was very inner city down there.
Yeah, that's weird, because... Geez, I've never heard of a church letting that happen.
Well, maybe it was because they didn't have to share the building, and it was just them.
Yeah.
I don't. And then finally, the two bishops got together, and it got straightened out, because when you can't hear in another wing of the church through a closed door because of the noise, And we're not even talking music and a dance or something. We're just
Yeah.
talking screaming kids.
Yeah.
So